That's right. Well, hello and welcome to another episode of Glenn ZB TV, the show that puts Glenn ZB into your TV. This morning we start by asking the question, is Aaron Cruden actually human? Because, and this is not just because he did a pretty good performance when he came on the field yesterday, trying to be in the footsteps of Dan Carter, of course, and no ordinary bloke could do that. But the news has come out that while he was attempting the final conversion of the test yesterday in Argentina, he was disappointed that he was targeted by a laser beam shone from the crowd. So, I mean, this guy not only has overcome ball cancer, but now he is proven that he's immune to lasers. They're shooting him with lasers while he's attempting conversions. And the great part of this story is, of course, his vision was not impaired by this laser. He said, I saw a laser light on the ground. Actually, that sort of shot through my mind, it said. So they shot a laser through his mind, and he still got the kick over. Legend. On a continuing rugby theme, have we got too much ITM Cup? It seems to be on every day. This is a question that's going around, mostly from whinging ITM Cup players, it must be said. Guys, it's your job, it's rugby, you're not even playing every day. When I say there's a game every day, it's not the same guys playing every day. Sometimes they've got as many as 3 or 4 days in between matches. We've got to come in here and do this every day. 5 days. 5 days a week. But that's only a 2-day break in between pansy rugby players. I mean, admittedly, maybe not quite the physical difficulties involved. Although I think you'll find later in this video, there's some quite interesting physical challenges presented by the filming of these sessions, and I think rugby players need to take note. We just do this every day. Toughen up. All right. We got the one-off Bond. It turns out he's a bit of a bad boy. This is the sort of the infamous George Lazenby, and you'll know him from the Bond movie on Her Majesty's Secret Service. He only got the one go. And apparently it's just come out, they've done a documentary on him, that's just come out that the producers sent a girl up to his apartment to make sure he wasn't gay. And the way that she did this was by having sexual intercourse with him. Is having sex with a woman proof that you're not gay? Perhaps. I'm not quite sure why this was a concern to the producers. Can you not have a gay guy playing a straight guy? Isn't that called acting? Maybe. See, probing questions here on Glenn ZB TV this morning. The real question, of course, is they should have sent a girl up there to check to see if he was Australian, because he was, and that slipped right under their noses. You can't have an Australian Bond. That's just wrong. No wonder he only did one film. All right, and we've got this close-up, balls up. Now, obviously, last week you would have been watching when I announced that the replacement for close-up is going to be called Glenn ZB at 7. And now they've gone and leaked the fact that it's Glenn ZB TV at 7 with Wetzel and Henry. People have made the mistake that perhaps that they've got a real sort of on-screen role, but in actual fact, I think what you'll find is that this is what they'll be doing, because they're here with me today, obviously holding that, and here's my cameraman. So Wetzel on camera and Henry on the live sign. That's pretty much their only involvement. So don't panic if you don't really like them talking so much. That's not really going to be happening. It's just a matter of holding up that and running that thing. Okay, so you can relax about that. And we'll finish this morning with more talents that aren't talents, because we've got, if you'll recall, we've got things like having a dead father, that's not a talent. Being young, still not a talent. Stop putting young people through on New Zealand's Got Talent just because they're young. Okay, they've got to actually do something as well. Being old, not a talent. Playing the tin whistle, not a talent. Cheerleading, not a talent. All right, what I discovered last night, also things that aren't talents. Dressing up, dress-ups, that's not a talent. You can just go to the costume hire place and hire a dress-up. So that's not a talent. If it turns out that you can sing amazingly and dress up, that's cool. It's really the singing amazingly that's a talent. Juggling, that's a talent. But only if you don't drop anything. Once you drop something, not really a talent. Okay, so just take all that on board, and we'll try again next week. It was a busy old night last night with Anna Guy on there as well. Did she get through, by the way? Did Jason and they didn't put her through? Ah, I heard she was awesome. Anyway, that's Glenn ZB TV for Monday. Thanks very much for having me in your tally.